Jackie Goldschneider. I mean, we've been talking a lot about Jackie lately. I mean, first off, I don't know why are we talking about like these rumors and nastiness about who's coming back to RHONJ. I mean, we're gonna find out tomorrow, next week, in 6 months at BravoCon. So why are we just it is what it is. We have no control over this. So why do we keep talking about it? But there's a lot of talk that like Marge, the Saj, you guys know my friend Margaret, and Dolores, and Melissa are coming back. Fessler's going to BravoCon. I really hope Fessler's not back. She's just so thirsty. I hate thirsty people. And the rumor is that Cabral isn't, and Fuda isn't, and well, I mean Jennifer Aydin obviously isn't. Teresa may or may not be back, and it doesn't seem like Jackie's going to be back. I actually like Jackie, believe it or not. But the point I'm bringing all this up, we've also been talking about Jackie. She's inserted herself right in the center of Louis' ongoing legal issues with his ex. She made a statement in favor of Louis. She doing that to kind of stick it to Marge, the Sarge, or is she doing that to stay in good graces with Teresa? Newsflash, Jackie, it is 2025. It's not the early aughts. Being in good with Teresa doesn't necessarily solidify your future on the Bravo network. Again, I've said this before. If a good friend of mine from college, I have a really good friend from college, you know who you are, a high school, law school. Like, if we're talking like a long time, I would come to your defense legally. But if you were like my work colleague, I ain't inserting myself in any legal mess. You go fight your own battle. Leave me the fuck out of it. But more power to her. The point I'm bringing all up is we are sharing this. We had this summer series this past summer, sharing these from the Vault series, which have never been aired. We had Claudia Jordan. We had Juicy. Juicy came back on the podcast. We had Catherine Dennis. Now, today, we are sharing this never before heard. This from the Vault series was so well received. We're extending it into the fall. I mean, it is September, early September. It's not like the heart of the fall. Still hot out. I'm in New York City at the moment. But anyway, enough about me. We're doing this. We're sharing this from the vault. Never before heard. This has never been before heard. Chat with Jackie Goldschneider recorded at a prior time. Why are some things left in the vault and why don't they air? We have a live show. We have like three a year with Sarah Fraser. Although now that she's pregnant, we might do a live show solo or with Amir. Let's do a live show with Amir, right? I got to organize all that. It's been on the list. Everyone gets a question. And by the way, this is a great question to ask. So, why are certain things in the vault and come out when I am ready? Well, that is a question. Ask it. You only get one question at the live show. Maybe you'd rather ask something else. But anyway, it's a good question. This is a from the vault chat with Jackie Goldschneider. It has never before been heard by anybody except me and Jackie. Are things the same? I mean, has nothing changed? Is this the same Jackie today that was the Jackie in the past? We cover it all. So kick back, relax, and roll. Here is our chat from the vault and never before heard with the one and only Jackie Goldschneider.
Himself. And he has very, clients that don't want their financial experts, fighting on TV like that. He's also not that interested in having, he loves the guys on the show and he loves doing things with them. He doesn't mind filming it all, but he also doesn't love toxic in his life. And so he's very happy to not partake in any of that. He's not one of these guys dying for fame. So he doesn't really need to make a name for himself on the show.
That's a good thing. It's good to have a guy that does not want the fame. Do you ever worry, like you look at like Kyle and Mauricio, like the rumor was out there about you and Evan were way past that. You guys, I mean, you could survive that, but you look at like a Kyle and Mauricio, like, do you ever worry about that like reality TV curse?
No, I think Evan and I are even like stronger now, but like we love each other so much. And like, that's another thing about being a friend. Like because the show isn't my whole life, like we've survived, you know, the reality show, you know, what it could do to a relationship. And now I feel like we're in the clear, you know, which is scary to think like, what if I got offered full time again? Like, what could that potentially do? But I mean, like Evan and I just adore each other. We're so strong together. I don't ever worry about our relationship.
That's good. What do you think of Kyle and Mauricio? Are you as shocked as the rest of the world?
Yeah. I really am. I think it's sad. I don't like seeing marriages end. But I don't know if it's due to, I mean, you know, half of all the marriages end anyway. So who's to say it's because of the show? You know,
Right.
I mean, maybe the show expedited it, but you know, if she wasn't truly in love with him, then good for her for, you know, changing it. You live one life, right?
You live one life. Well, it's good to find out that these texts that are going around, that they were not really sent to you by Margaret. But what about
No.
this audio that's out there where, Margaret uses this like racially inappropriate word where she's talking about the whole like, Melissa cheating rumor, and she's saying it's AI and the fans are saying it can't be AI. That sounds like it's you. How do you feel about
I have
this?
no idea. I can't imagine Margaret using that word. Um, So I have no idea. It doesn't really sound like her to me, but I only listened to it one time. I think people love to like grab onto something and create like a story around it. But I can't imagine her using that word. She's not that type.
People are coming for Margaret this season. I mean,
Yeah, are they? I really don't look that much on social media. I've also been consumed with what's going on in the world. So I haven't really been paying so much attention. But you know, if you do something and you get caught, like that's one thing. But like when you don't do something and you get, you know, falsely accused of it, and I'm not saying that's what happened here, but like if that is the case, like it sucks. That's a really bad feeling because you don't even know how to begin to defend yourself, but to deny it, you know?
I agree. And like you almost like when something, because people say things about me all the time that are just not true. I don't even want to go there, but like you kind of almost have to, but you just don't want to. You're like, I don't even
Yeah.
want because you all have it out for me that this is
Yeah.
true, but it's so not true. I'm not even responding because I know it's not true.
Right.
It's like,
Right.
right?
It's
It's
hard to
almost
decide
like,
how to even respond to it. Like, do you go into overdrive denying it or do you just let it die, you know?
and it does suck. I have to say, if you really have nothing to do with it, and I'm not saying this situation, then it's like I feel now this has gone too far. Like this is someone's like
Yeah.
real life outside of this, and like this is just
Yeah, for
like
sure.
this is what you're gonna spend your time on. And
Yeah,
if
I
it's not
know.
true, it's just wrong.
Yeah.
What about, Dolores at BravoCon said at the season finale of, this next coming season is going to be like the Last Supper, two bombs are dropped. She's threw out the word Judas. It's like the Last Supper. She said it's more explosive than last season's finale.
I don't know if it's more explosive than last season's finale. I think there's more than two. I think there's at least three like big things that happen, but it's just as crazy as last season's finale. Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
And do you think people that watch next season, you say it's a great season, do you think people will be happy that we're not dealing with Teresa versus Melissa? Is it going to feel like it sounds like it does? You said it's not really two shows. Like, is the audience going to be happy? Are they going to say this is strange that these two people are never seen together?
I think they'll be used to it a few episodes in. I don't think anyone really wanted to see a continuation of their fighting. Um, but that being said, I don't know particularly that people will want it two seasons in a row. It's a fantastic season, and I have no doubt that it'll get great ratings, but I don't know that it's something that people will want to watch over and over again. Two people who can't be in the same room together or who get in the same room and say nothing to each other. You know, and it's a divided cast. It truly is. So I don't know that people will want to continue watching a really divided cast. I think one of the beautiful things about housewife shows is seeing people have their issues and then watching how they, you know, learn to overcome them and rebuild a friendship. And that does not happen on our cast.
Right. I think it's like conflict resolution, conflict resolution. And when there's just conflict and no resolution, I do think that's when casts change and people lose their
Yes.
jobs.
Yeah. So we'll see.
So you and I both think that's coming after this season.
I do. I can't imagine there won't be a cast change, but I cannot even begin to guess what it would be. And there's nobody that I would root to lose their job. I'm not that person, and I believe in karma. So I'm not rooting for anybody to lose their job. I just would be interested in seeing what happens, just like the rest of the world.
Me too. Well, talk to me about your new. I mean, I texted you over the weekend to congratulate you. Talk to me about two Jersey Jays. You're entering the
Yes,
podcast
so
game.
exciting. This has been in the making for a while now. So Jen Fessler, who really is like my sister in real life, I love her so much. She's my closest friend. And we are going to be we have a new podcast on iHeartRadio. And Tamara and Teddy are our producers. Very, very exciting. And we're not really going to be talking about housewife stuff. I mean, of course, that'll be in the background, I'm sure, since we're on the show. But it's more about like life as, life in the middle age, there's a whole different set of, issues and challenges and, things about life when you're in your 40s and 50s, so Jen is possibly the greatest banterer. Is that a word? Banterer
Yeah.
that I've ever spoken to, and to feed off of her energy is amazing. And we never have a lack of things to talk about. And so hopefully we can get some really great guests on there and talk about things that like 40 and 50-year-old women want to talk about, and men.
Well, when the season comes on, maybe you'll have Aydin on, Teresa. They could talk about everything they're
Yeah,
going through.
I hope so. I mean, I want to have more than just Jersey guests. I want it to transcend the housewives world and really be something really interesting for people who do and do not watch the show.
Just life's issues.
Yeah, life.
I like it. So it'll be different than two T's in that sense.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely going to be different than two T's. I mean, I'm sure there'll be housewife stuff on there, but it's not going to be a recap show.
I love it. Any advice to people out there that are struggling with weight issues?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you think that you might have a problem and you want to know if your restriction or your diet issues go too far, there are screening tools on the National Eating Disorder Association website. You can find screening tools